So we are seeing a trend currently in the real estate market of prices being reduced on active listings. This gives the perception that homes are losing value, but typically year over year, values have actually increased. For sellers who must reduce their asking price to achieve a successful outcome, they likely will net less at the closing table. Carefully pricing a home allows sellers to walk away with the most money possible and achieve success quickly. The reason is that typically a new listing receives the most activity during the first 2 weeks that it's on the market. Hi, I'm Tom Olszewski with Team Olszewski and Caldwell Banker, here with the Riverside County Market Update. These numbers are similar across the county, but there are some differences depending upon where you live. So if you'd like to see a more updated market update for where you live, please reach out to me. I'd be glad to provide it. I'll also have some charts showing on the video. Due to the high interest rate environment, the market is lining up in favor of buyers during the negotiation process. Buyers do not want to overpay. They are unwilling to stretch. Accurate pricing is fundamental regardless of the temperature of the housing market, especially in a declining market like we're seeing currently. Throwing a price out there just to test the market is not a wise strategy. Ultimately, when asking prices of homes must be reduced in order to secure offers to purchase, it not only takes longer to sell, but sellers also sell for less. On average, the net proceeds check at the close of escrow is less if a price reduction is required. It is very telling to look at the sales price to last list price ratio. This refers to the final list price prior to opening escrow. These are averages, meaning there are exceptions, but the overall trend is stunning in Riverside County. 59% of all the closed sales in October did not reduce the asking price at all. The sales price to last list price ratio for these homes was 99%, meaning on average a home sold within 1% of the asking price. A home listed at $600,000 sold for $594,000, just $6,000 below the asking price. 18% of all closed sales reduced their asking price between 1 and 4%. The sales to the last list price ratio for these homes was at 98.1%, and on average it took 43 days to open escrow. A home that reduced their list price to $600,000 sold for $588,600, a considerable $5,400 less than homeowners with no reductions. For homes that reduced their asking price by 5% or more, an astonishing 23% of closed sales in October, the sales to last list ratio was 97.5% after being on the market for a couple of months. A home that finally reduced their price to $600,000 sold for $585,000. Everybody would agree that closing at $594,000 is a whole lot better than $585,000, a mind-blowing $9,000 better. The data is staggering, and looking at the sales price to the original list price, this is the price when a home initially comes on the market prior to any price reductions. For homes that reduce the asking price between 1% to 4%, the sales to original list price ratio was 95.3%. For example, a home that was listed originally for $618,000 had to reduce the asking price to $600,000 to find success. Homes that reduced the asking price by at least 5% had a sales to original list price ratio of 87.9%. A home that was originally listed at $665,000 had to reduce the asking price often more than once to $600,000 to find success. Carefully and methodically pricing a home is vital to cashing in on today's much slower housing market. This is a warning to sellers. This is real data. This is not my opinion. Overpricing a home risks wasting valuable market time, obtaining a smaller net proceeds check at the close of escrow, and could result in chasing a declining market. Pull the emotion out of the process in arriving at the asking price. Instead, carefully and methodically isolate the fair market value and achieve the best outcome with the most amount of money. That's always my objective. So let's talk about active inventory. The active listing inventory decreased by 2 homes, nearly unchanged, and now sits at 6,609. The inventory has not been this high since May of 2020. This week, Thanksgiving week, is the official beginning of the holiday market, which runs through the first couple of weeks of the new year. There are fewer homeowners coming on the market due to being locked in with exceptionally low fixed-rate monthly payments. Further limiting the number of available homes through the end of the year is the fact that typical holiday season has the fewest number of homes that are placed on the market during the month of December, and the second fewest is November, where we're at now. Expect the active inventory to sharply drop over the remaining 6 weeks of the year. Next, we dive into demand. Demand is a snapshot of the number of new escrows over the prior month, increased from 1,696 to 1,793 in the past couple of weeks, adding 97 pending sales, or up 6%, the largest rise since the end of July. That's a good thing. It was also the first rise in demand since August, indicating that demand has finally caught up to the swiftly rising mortgage rate environment. They've actually dropped, and I think that's what caused that bump. Yet, these are the lowest demand readings for this time of year since tracking began in 2012, similar to levels reached during the start of the Great Recession in 2007. No recession here, so don't worry about that one. Last year, demand was at 3515, 96% more, or an extra 1,722. 36% more than today, or an extra 651. With supply almost unchanged and demand rising, the expected market time, the number of days to sell all Riverside County listings at the current buying pace, decreased considerably from 117 to 111 days in the past couple of weeks, still at levels last seen in April of 2020, the start of the pandemic. Last year, the expected market time was at 27 days, substantially faster than today, and home values were screaming higher. The 3-year average prior to COVID was 109 days, similar to today. Next, we will take a look at the luxury market. The luxury housing market in Riverside County improved in the past couple of weeks. In the past 2 weeks, the luxury inventory of homes, and that's priced above $800,000, increased by 18 homes, up 1%, and now sits at 1,566, its highest level since 2019. Luxury demand increased substantially by 44 pending sales, up 19%, and now sits at 278, its highest reading since the end of September. With demand rising much faster than supply, the overall expected market time for luxury homes, and that's priced above $800, decreased from 198 to 169 days, its lowest reading since the start of October. Big jump. For perspective, it was 29 days in March, nearly instantaneous for luxury, yet in 2019 it was at 398 days in November, a normal reading prior to COVID to wrap up a year. Year over year, luxury demand is down by 232 pending sales, or 45%, and the active luxury listing inventory is up by 822, or 110%, more than double. The expected market time last year was at 44 days, much stronger than today. For homes priced between $800,000 and $1 million, the expected market time in the past 2 weeks decreased from 158 to 142 days. For homes priced between $1 million and $1.5 million, the expected market time decreased from 220 to 171 days. For homes priced above $1.5 million, the expected market time decreased from 263 to 222 days. At 222 days, a seller would be looking at placing their home into escrow around July of 2023. So I will have some charts here where you can see city data. This is Tom Olszewski with Team Olszewski and Coldwell Banker. Thanks for watching. If you can, please like and subscribe. It helps us get more information out to more people. Remember, it's important who you work with.